So with this camera, the Sony FX3, I had always heard great news or great stuff about this camera, and I was looking forward to shooting with it. The IMAX movie, the creator, had an $80 million budget and was shot with the FX3. So a couple of movies that has been shot with this camera, but I wasn't so familiar with the camera system. So even going into this production using a new camera was nerve-wracking for me. Over the past couple of years, I've had so much bonding with the Red Gemini camera, with the lenses, and shooting with a new camera system was sort of nerve-wracking. And I was really looking forward to what this camera would produce at the end of the day. I remember even making bants on it on Twitter, you know, just bearing my heart out about my thoughts on the camera. And I also remember speaking to a friend about it, and you know, he encouraged me, spoke about his experience with the camera, and I think those feedbacks sort of gave me the encouragement to eventually still shoot with this camera. One of the interesting things was the fact that we were pressed for time. We started to shoot around after 5 in the evening, and there were lots of daytime scenes that we needed to shoot, so as not to lose the sun or the lighting, you know, because the sun was the key light. If you're familiar with productions, you know that around 6 p.m. you're already losing the sun and you're already losing daylight, so it was very integral and key for me to shoot as much shots possible. I remember getting into this scene. One of the views that stood out for me was the building that had the clock. So I just knew I needed to frame my subject just in front of that view. And so the first thing I tried to knock off, you know, getting onto set, was shooting against that particular building and get the tight shots, the close-ups, the wide, the medium, and the performance shots, and every shot that I thought was needed. Moving into the interior scene, I remember seeing the staircase and I knew that this would look good for my subject composition. So it was done in less than 5 minutes. This particular setup was done in less than 5 minutes. It was so quick that I myself was amazed. And I think with my experience as a director, you have an eye for the possibilities of what a location can look like. So seeing this background, seeing the stairs, I just knew that the subjects that I placed here will look very great on camera. And I think the first shot we tried to establish to knock off was the silhouette shot. So with this particular lighting, it was just one light source. So the light was directly at the back of the subject. The silhouette effect is used a lot of times in music videos, in movies, helps to drive the narration of the film and just create more depth in your picture. I also used the one light setup for the second shot of the artist. So the light was coming from the left, hitting the wall, and we had that picture, as you can see. I think at the end of the day, at the end of the production, I was really excited with the outcome of the shoots. I was not disappointed. The FX3 is a really great camera, especially for how portable it is. For this particular shoot, we were pressed on time. So imagine having bulky cameras to move with and create shots, and that was not the case. I had a very portable camera. The FX3 was portable to use, and I really enjoyed using it because I was able to get my shots on time because of how flexible and how portable the lenses and also the camera body is. So I think I'll give the camera another try. I really enjoyed using the FX3. It's really portable. It's very, very slick. I shot another music video with the FX3. Stay tuned for that one.